This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and wolves. Fuck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we doing tonight? This is Liquor and Wolves. I'm Rob, and you guys are the coolest for being here. Thank you very much. So, let's look up there real quick. It's only another 340 days I have left in Liquor Exile. And I did a very short reaction before this video right here. And within it, I already poured myself a drink, and it went for like 7 minutes, so it's still there. Being still just a Coke. We're feeling good. We're fine. None of this is really a big issue at all, which is nice. Second thing we're going to be talking about. I still have a couple of suggestions left on my suggestion list that is basically y'all's inputs over the last couple of weeks. By the way, let me take the opportunity to also ask for more. If you want a song of yours to end up on this list here that we're gonna randomly choose a suggestion from, please do not hesitate to leave your suggestion in the comments, because if I don't know it, I can't be doing it, right? So let's see. I'm still going to feed the random number generator with 16 options, even though most of them, or half of them at least, are now no longer options anymore. Should we land on one of those numbers that are either orange or red, that means an instant redo. But let's go. Drum roll. 3, 2, 1, generate. 16. It's been done. It's Omegle bars 85. So we are going to hit the button again. Drum roll. 3, 2, 1, generate. 5. It's been done. Another redo. 3, 2, 1, generate. 1. It's been done. Another redo. 3, 2, 1, generate. 3. It's been done. Generate. 6. It's been done. Generate. 10 has not been done. And this is from Shadowcaster, who is OG on the channel. And he wants me to go into Anthony Vincent's Rap God in the style of Linkin Park. And I remember a short discussion about this in the comments, my asking him, is this very liable to be blocked because it has Linkin Park in it? But no, it seems like this is a YouTuber doing things in the style of XY, and hence not original material. So that will have to be searched for. How do we find this? Anthony Vincent, Rap God. Rap God. In the style of Linkin Park, Anthony Vincent. 7 months ago, close to 500K views. This must be at least decent. I know nothing about this. Neither Anthony Vincent. Of course, I know about Rap God, and I know of the existence of the band Linkin Park, but I was never a great fan. Still, of course, rest in peace to, I think his name was Chester. I always thought they were really, really good at what they do. It's just never my style of. It's never been my style of music. But that doesn't matter at all, because apparently we're gonna get Eminem's Rap God. Just hats off to the balls of anyone attacking that song. It takes balls. It is like, if you're gonna get at something, get at the one that's at the very far top, right? So much respect to that. It is the likelihood of you failing at it is grand, right? There is no room for error when tackling or attacking Rap God. And I'm interested, how are we going to do this in the style of Linkin Park? So we're probably going to get rapping and singing, heavy guitars, super fat production. And how are they going to split this up? So the whole intro part, I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. There's if we did that in the style of Linkin Park, at one point we're going to have to get heavy guitars, right? Feeling like I'm superhuman. I got a laptop emoji in my back pockets. Anyways, this is just me fantasizing what this could be as opposed to just getting into it and checking it out. So that will be done, kids. Anthony Vincent, who I'm thinking, because Shadow said so, is a YouTuber and known for that. Not a musician per se, I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I just don't want to take the time to go back into the comment because it would mean having to go into studio, search for things, and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to get into this really open-minded and sort of unbiased. What I'll do, as always, though, is let it ring for a couple of seconds and check my volume levels, which you can see here. So these thingies here is what's important. This up here is me talking. And this down here is the music that isn't audible as of now, but is pretty sure to click if I do not check back on it, which is why we're going to go into this, and then I'll take you full screen after I've done my checking. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready to be impressed, too. No, I don't want spotlight. I want to go. It sounds like this original is clipping. All right, we're going to have to go from the top again. It seems like the original music quality of the original video has this, at least this, the snare drum hits are close to red in terms of peaks, because I am way down and it's still sounding as if it's clipping. But what's happening here? Dude is playing lead notes, making it rocky. And I wonder how he's going to come in lyric and singing wise or rapping wise. Let's go. Oh yes, this sounds super Linkin Park. This piece right here has, at least to me, not yet any touches of Rap God. No one will scream Rap God right here without knowing it. But no, it sounds Linkin Park. You get this lead melody, you get this fat chord carpet underneath it, tripled, quadrupled probably in the studio. Sounds super nice and sounds super Linkin Park. Facts. I wonder if there's two different people. He has a eyebrow piercing. The person that did the solo notes, I think, looked different, but it could be the same guy. Different drummer for sure. Different guitar player too. Produced by Jonathan Young. Why does that ring a bell? Is Jonathan one of the Linkin Park people, the dark-haired dude that raps and plays the drum computer and everything? I'm reaching. The name just sounds familiar a little bit. But the production of this is super amazing. It sounds really good, except for the end mix. They could have leveled down the snare drum a little bit. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back now. Now who thinks that I'm loading up the slap box? They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap box. For me to rap like a computer must be my G's. I got a laptop in my back pocket, Yes, he has the speed of this part. I'm thinking we're sort of not taking the chance to have this audible, the voice, the singing, the rapping, have it audible in the very forefront and make it rap, as in rap production. Have him super dry in the forefront. To me, it is mixed off to the back too far, because we're wanting vocals here, right? But quick and speed-wise, he's doing a great job. We gotta talk about this guitar, I'm sorry. What the fuck is wrong with this instrument? First off, it's a right hand, or we're getting a mirrored image, but the frets, the physical silver frets that, go across the fretboard, they are tilted at angles. One's like this, and then it's kind of like a fächer. No, they get parallel and straight towards the high ends close to the guitar pickups down there. That's super weird. And it's a what?
It's a 8-string or 7-string. No, it's a 7-string. So he has an additional low note that he can use to create bass with as well. And they're tilted. Is this like a speed metal thing? Because you don't want your berets, which is the index goes across all 6, in this case 7 strings, pressing them all down. And it's hard for the ones that are, at the very far end of the fretboard. You have to tilt your entire, I have to do this here, I think it's hidden by. So, barré chords. Let's just do this real quick. Barré chords, meaning your index finger covers the entirety of the strings, in his case 7, in my case 6, and then grab something additionally. This is out of tune as fuck, doesn't matter. And you can see here, of course, all my frets are parallel throughout the entire thing. Look at his towards the head, towards the mechanics up here. The metal frets are tilted, and it makes it easier to play fast, because when they're parallel and straight like mine, your entire wrist has to adjust. If they were a little tilted like his, you can play like this. And this little movement that you do not have to do on a guitar like that saves you a lot of time in speed metal. That could be the reason for this. Interesting. Has nothing to do with the song, but I love nerding out on this shit because it's super rare to see this. I've never seen a guitar like it. But let's roll.
For me to rap like a computer must be my genes. I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pen go off when I have coffee. Got a fat knock from that rap problem. Made a living in the kiln off me. Ever since Bill Clinton was in office. With money gonna whiskey thrown on his knapsack. I'm an MC, still is honest. But it's rude and it's indecent. It's all hell. Syllables, skillaholic. Come on. This dippity 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 hip hop. Do it with a mind. I get into it. It's a match with this rappity rap. Back in the back of the back of the yak. Back, yak, 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 yak.
Impressive, the fact that he is able to deliver this. I get a little taken aback, and it's really, look, I'm not trying to diss this or anything. No, quite the opposite. Musically, it's awesomely produced. They have taken their time to go into this and, make it nu metal compatible with what they've done here. But the fact how he stands there and raps this super, nothing phases me. I'm just going to lock in on the camera with my eyes and spit. I find it a weird format of presenting my undoubtedly amazing thing that I have here. And it throws me off a little bit. Because we get this look of, you happy now? Like, as if I called him out and he wants to prove to me personally, Rob, look, this is what I'm doing, and then that's why I got my angry face on all the time. It's weird. But delivery and fucking production of this, superb.
Same time, I attempt this lyrical lack of best sons when I practice and ask to be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of rabbits and cracking it now. Finally realized it was.
He said rabbits. Funny.
Sons when I practice and ask to be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of rabbits and cracking it now. Finally realized it was ironic. I was on to alto back after the fact. How could I not know? All I do is rock them.
Starting to get more shouter vocalization there. Here it was mixed far to the background, but it gives a preview of what we're probably going to get. Shouting. As in still singing in the melody, but going way over and be like, ah. We heard it in the far back here.
I realized it was ironic. I was on to alto back after the fact. How could I not know? All I do is rock them phones. See my rap to attack. Rap is a hell of a rough time period. It's an Etsy pad. It's actually disasters and bad. For the rock while the masterfully constructing this masterpiece. I begin to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back now. Now who thinks they're all the long enough to step up? I'm sure you're maintaining this shit. Everybody does a key in this.
Okay. Much appreciated. Holy. Late horns, to be honest, because a lot before happened that deserves horns. This version of doing the chorus or the hook, if you will, which M doesn't really, in the original, he doesn't force it to be a hook. it's a repetitive motive of him that comes back. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. He doesn't use it as, here's my hook, and it's always going to be the same, and this is your sing-along part, dear audience. Here, what they're doing is they're making it a hymn part of the song for everybody. As soon as it comes back, is going to be able to hop in and sing along. And I like that. And how they've arranged the vocal, the singing here, takes it totally out of hip-hop and makes it a really cool hard rock, somehow metal, new metal-ish. If that's, I don't think that's still a definition. It was when it was new. But that's executed very, very nicely. I do like that. Let's hear that again, the chorus.
Everybody loves a roof for a nuisance. Hit the earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon since. MCs get taken to school with this music because of you.
Studio production there, nice. That nice little the stutter effect sounded really, really cool.
The earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon since. MCs get taken to school with this music because I use it as a vehicle to bust around. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of my kid.
To bust the rhyme. Now I get a whole school full of students. All right, leaders of the new school, right?
Because I use it as a vehicle to bust around. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of my kid. Like Kim Chavez, Tupac, WAQ, make talk when you're easy. Thank you, think I said. Inspired enough to one day grow up and be in a position to be Run DMC, induct them into the motherfucking rocket. Roll Hall of Fame, even though I walk in the church in person.
Rap. This is in the one-to-one comparison with Linkin Park. This is the dark-haired dude, I think, who, as opposed to Chester, I don't think can go into the high singing registers like Chester could, but who is super solid in just, spoken word hip-hop, back to the roots, bone, core hip-hop. And his delivery is always like that. And he is now choosing to go into this because we haven't heard it yet from this band arrangement that we're listening to. I was kind of missing this at the very start. To have a progression line of, here's a little bit of what you're used to, instrumentized, of course, for a change, but you're not totally like, what? This isn't anything like so-and-so. This would have added to it, transforming it from the world of rap into the world of whatever we're naming this genre here. The style of Linkin Park, let's name it that. I do like that we're getting it now, though. There isn't much, how many more tweaks and changes and different approaches to the original can you create without it being completely cacophonic, right? And just being all over the place. This is a good choice to go into this adaptation of the original hip hop. I'm so scared of what's going to happen when we go into the machine gun flow, man. I'm scared. Actually, I'm literally scared.
Induct them into the motherfucking rocket. Roll Hall of Fame. Even though I walk in the church in person, the ball of flames on the Hall of Fame. I'm being inducted in is the alcohol of fame and the wall of shame. You think it's all a game till I walk a flock of flames. Off a planking. Tell me what in the fuck are you thinking? Little gay looking boy, so gay you can barely say with a straight face looking boy. You witnessing a massacre like you're watching a church gathering take place looking boy. Oh, invade that boy is gay, that's all they say looking boy. You get a thumbs up, pat on the back, and a way to go from your label every day looking boy. Hey looking boy, what you say looking boy? I get a hell yeah from.
Nice. This is also Linkin Park elements. It's of course generated by a keyboard, but giving this impression and atmosphere of church bells.
Pat on the back, and a way to go from your label every day looking boy. Hey looking boy, what you say looking boy? I get a hell yeah from Dre looking boy. I'ma work for everything you have, never ask nobody for shit, get out my face looking boy. Basically boy, you're never gonna be capable of keeping up with the same pace looking boy. Cause I'm beginning to feel like a rap guy. All my people from the front to the back, yeah. I'm racing around a track, call me NASCAR.
That's where Harry got it from. I'm racing around the track just like a NASCAR. I race around the tracks just like a NASCAR. When he has to rhyme on Madagascar. Didn't think my brain could stretch that far. I race around these tracks just like a NASCAR. I never actually gave much attention to the fact that this is in the original Rap God as well. Wow. But it's no shame to be influenced by Eminem, right? I will admit, no hate, the fact that we get a 6-minute song and we're only halfway through, this is the point where, to me, it starts to get repetitive. And this is because the instruments are only able to, there's a core riff and they're going a little bit left of it, going a little bit right of it, but staying in the realm of it, because you don't want to take the song and make it Bohemian Rhapsody with Eminem lyrics. No, you want to stay in the concept and, within the boundaries of the song, of the original. And that takes care when you have guitar, bass, drum, and keyboard, that they are sort of within boundaries as well, where they can go with what they're doing. And with it being a 6-minute song that is not focused on rap skill like the original is, the music underlining it all is starting to get repetitive to me. This isn't a diss, this is just an observation, right?
Often I'm reloading immediately with these bombs I'm toting, and I should not be woken. I'm the walking dead, but I'm just a talking head, a zombie floating. But I got your mom deep throating. I'm not my ramen noodle, we have nothing in common, Buddha. I'm a Doberman, pinch yourself in the arm and pay homage, pupil. It's me, my honesty's brutal, but it's honestly futile if I don't utilize what I do. The fuck at least once in a while, so I wanna make sure somewhere in this chicken scratch while scribbling, doodling. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to help get some people through tough times, but I gotta keep a few bombs up. Just in case, 'cause even you outside, right? So hurry, looking at me like it's last time. I know there was a time where one time was king of the underground, but I still rap for the rap. I'm pharaoh, rock strong, so I crunch rhymes. But sometimes when you come by, appear with a skin color on mine, get too big and hit the gum dry. I said to you like that one line. I said, I'm back with a bad result. Be what would I try to say? Take 7 kids from Columbine, put them all in a line, and an AK-47, a revolver, and a 9. See if I get away with it now that I ain't as big as I was, but I'm morphing into.
Nice breakdown here. Let's go completely out and go into this bridge part that's gonna lead toward the killer part.
See if I get away with it now that I ain't as big as I was, but I'm morphing into an immortal, coming through the portal. You're second as I'm born, 2004, though, and I don't know what the fuck that you run for. You're pointless as a puzzle with fucking cornrows. You right normal, fuck being normal, and I just put a new wig on from the future, just to come at you, like when Fabulous made Ray J mad, 'cause Ab said he looked like a man with his mad, take it to a man with a play piano. Man, oh man, that was 24/7 special on the cable channel. So Ray J went straight to the radio station, and every next day, hey Fab, I'ma kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed.
Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. We are fucking ready, Mr. Jonathan Music. Anthony Vincent. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. And they will, I hope. Let's roll.
Straight to the radio station, and every next day, hey Fab, I'ma kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. Someone I'ma do it, I'ma use, someone I'ma human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? Superhuman, and a minute, anything he says, really shit, and I'm being ill, go to your guys, and I'm on the damage, running out of get my motherfucking audience, feel like it's everything, and never fitting in another hit, so I've been waiting for the little thing you say, I'm out, I'm celebrating, it's another one again, I'm motivated, I'm making better music, you make better music. Oh, he's too mainstream, well that's what they do, and they get jealous and confuse it.
It is produced and it is mixed exactly like a Linkin Park style song should be mixed in the studio. For us, as they're giving us a cover of a song we either love or at least recognize. I think they would have done themselves a favor to bring vocal way further to the front in the final mix. For the song it is now, if it weren't a cover of XY, the mix is just right. Still, sometimes I wish, please make the singer louder, right? Just because we want to hear all those hidden things in there. Like, I make elevating music, you make elevator music. Of course, we heard it because we know it is there. But just from the ability to hear, is he audible enough for me? My personal answer, no. But that doesn't do it any harm. It's still amazingly done.
Music, you make better music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do, and they get jealous and confuse it. It's not hip-hop, it's pop. 'Cause I found a hell of a way to fuse it. With rock, shot, rock, with die. Someone loses yourself.
I'm waiting on if we want to stay in this comparison mode, I'm waiting for the Chester part, where it's just him going in the high notes and singing and doing opera shit.
I don't know how to make songs like that. I don't know what words to use. Let me know when it occurs to you. I'm representing one of these verses. The verses you, it's curse. I'm inadvertently hurting you. How many verses I gotta murder to prove that if you were half as nice as songs, you could sacrifice verses to.
Shouting, almost growling. Nice. Very nice.
I'm drunk, so Satan, take the fucking wheel. I sleep in the front seat, bumping Heavy D and the boys. Still chunky but funky, but in my head there's something I can feel. Tugging and struggling, angels fight with devils. Said, here's what they want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration, they're gonna hate you.
Big ass instrumentation towards the finale, crescendoing. Everything is in now. Rhythm guitar is in, lead guitar is doing their super layered carpet production. AAA, and him doing his shit. I would so wish we would get a Chester. I'm singing my ass out. We did get shouting, but I would have loved to see that. Let's see, maybe we get it.
They want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration, they're gonna hate you to have, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation. Understand the discrimination. But fuck it.
Stuff like that.
Make them an Indian. If you can't battle the women, what the fuck am I supposed to act to the cake then?
Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yes, that was legit flames. I do have the one or two, for me, let's deduct points for this, but that's just totally, that is totally subject as opposed to objective, subjective. Me thinking so and so. But that's also the core of what reaction videos are. When I point my favorite reactors to content, I want their opinion on it. And if it's not always the one that I have, I at least know, okay, this is a different way to look at it. I love the end result of this though, right? I mean, it's indisputably amazing what happened here. I just think there could be tweaks here and there to make it even more perfect for my personal taste. But like I said at the very start of this, just the balls of deciding, hey, let's tackle that. Let's try and do Rap God. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there's no way in fuck. But yes, there is way in fuck. And we see it here. It's been done. And they've been doing an amazing job of doing it. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? So thanks a bunch for pointing me this way. Shadow, OG on the channel, like I said. And again, call to action. If you guys want to have your personal suggestions for me to react to on the list that we see here, not here. Fuck it, there's a list. And if you want your suggestions to end up on it, what you'll need to do is drop it in the comments and let me know that you have one. And I always appreciate it when I get like 1 or 2 bullet points about the song that you're suggesting without spoiling it. This is so and so and so doing this and this and this, and the great part of it is so and so. No, it's more like, here's why I think you could be enjoying it. Here's why, like, for example, it's totally out of pocket in terms of what you usually react to. Or it is something that, really, really polarizes. People hate it or love it. There's no one in the middle. That's usually something that makes content interesting, right? When there's not a bunch of, but really, I hate it or I love it. And the third aspect of it, please do not suggest things that are like very, very likely to be blocked. Meaning, in the description of the original video, having the label that claims the song, and a good indicator of whether or not something is likely to be blocked is just search for other reactions. If there's very, very scarce reactions to it, the likelihood of it having been blocked with everybody else that tried is very high. So, thanks again for suggesting this. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. If you like what you see, please leave a sub, leave a like, leave a comment. Let's interact, and let's all stay as cool and as interactive and as kind to one another as we've always been here on this channel. I appreciate that a bunch. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.